All right. Time for some unpopular opinions here on YouTube. But what is YouTube without unpopular opinions? You notice that the camera angle is changed. Is because I'm on the laptop, the new Chase Oliver laptop that I've been blowing the smoke up for ever since I've gotten it. I'm doing a couple test streams on that. The reason being, I'm doing a couple test streams is just to see if the laptop is good enough for streaming. I mean, it has a good processor and everything, but you always got to know, can your laptop handle streaming? You know, a lot of times people use their laptops for editing purposes, which this laptop would be used for, and also to record the videos. So this stream is not only here for like just to see if the laptop can stream, just in case I don't feel like opening up the iMac or anything like that. But this is just also for me to be able to like say like, hey, I can just do a quick stream on the laptop, and obviously the camera quality will be a lot better because the iMac that I have is pretty old, so I can't really change the camera qualities on the Logitech on there. But on these streams right here, I can change the quality. So this is another reason why I'm doing this stream. So hopefully you guys like what I'm doing. Let me know what also is going wrong, even if you're watching on the playback, because you guys are the ones that help me improve this channel. So, but yeah, man, I'm going to say it's unpopular opinion time. I've been enjoying pro wrestling without the fans. It's been actually kind of fun seeing these wrestlers, what's it called, go out there and perform. Shout out to Tree of Woe Show. Justin, you stay safe with these earthquakes that are happening in Utah, out of all places. I was like, what the heck? Earthquakes happening in Utah? Unbelievable. But yeah, man, it's been a crazy time with the whole coronavirus. Like, I don't care about the algorithm. I don't care if YouTube's like, no, he said the bad word. Like, you're not going to catch me being afraid to say it because, this whole coronavirus thing has just been insane. And so what thing has been affected the most that a lot of people come to my channel for and a lot of people I interact with Twitter on is professional wrestling. That's the thing that's been affected the most out of this whole crazy scenario of stuff that's been going on. And the one thing that's been affected is that there's no fans. And, we've all been watching wrestling for a lot of time. Like I started watching like in 2000. My earlier memories were like in 1998 with WCW and WWF. But a lot of us, we started watching wrestling, at a long time, like a long time we've been watching wrestling. And we all know like the fans carry the show for the most part. You need the fans. You need that roar of the crowd. It's just something that, has been put into our brain. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Like, what's a good combination. It's peanut butter and jelly. Wrestling and fans, that's a good combination. And so it's kind of weird when you hear the reports that, like, SmackDown, they weren't going to have any fans for their show. It's like, whoa, what the heck? Then you hear about Raw, and then you're like, oh, God, 3 hours of Raw with no fans. What is this? And then AEW, which, I think most people will definitely agree with me in saying is like, they're one of the shows that really relies on the fact that their fans are always so hot and so out there. So it's kind of like you're going out here and you're trying something new with this wrestling with no fans. And you're just like, oh, man, how will it come off? Especially because, like, if any of you guys ever trained or done wrestling or been to a show with little fans, like, I've been to my fair share of California independent wrestling promotion shows. And I won't lie. Like, sometimes there's like 10 fans and it's pretty awkward because those fans aren't making noise. Then it's just kind of like you're hearing guys go, oof, 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 doing their banging and stuff like that. It just feels weird. And somehow WWE and AEW, especially AEW tonight, have pulled it off. Like they've been doing a good job with having no fans. And honestly, I'll say this has been like the first week in a while that I've actually said, you know what, I'm enjoying all of wrestling. I don't know. Maybe it's nice not hearing the fans try to hijack shows, take over, me complaining about how they're half dead in the crowd. Like it's kind of chilling just, having these wrestlers, especially like the top wrestlers go out there, be themselves, and then ultimately kill it. Like I just feel like that these guys right here, just overall wise, have been killing, what they've been doing. Like they're just been like going out there performing, going out there making sure the matches are somewhat watchable even without the fans. You can tell some wrestlers it hurts them. Like they're like, we really need the fan support. Like you can tell those wrestlers, they really need the fan support. It does help. But other than that, sorry about that, guys. Was just checking to see the audio. I know I should wear headphones, but whatever. but yeah, they're really killing it, and I'm really appreciating the effort that these guys are going through to make sure that these shows are not only watchable but also just entertaining. And I feel like that's the main thing that WWE and AEW has been doing so well, is that they just made these shows entertaining, and that's what we need to take away from it, man. We can't be sitting here and stuff like the bias is real tonight, though. Oh my god. What's it called? Everyone is all on the AEW's train right now. Like, oh, did you see that show? 80 out of 10. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck did 80 come out of? But yeah, a lot of people have been loving the AEW show tonight, and it was a really good show. You can't I'm like, even me, who is like probably one of the more harsher AEW critics, it's someone that I say, what's it called? That's one of the one of the harsher critics. I even said that this show was good tonight. So yeah, overall though, I'm really enjoying wrestling with fans. I feel like that, they're understanding where it's at. They know what they're doing without the fans. This is why, wrestling such a great art. With or without fans, you're able to deliver some entertaining product, man. I don't know. For those watching me live or on the playback, just let me know how you guys feel with wrestling with no fans. For me personally, I feel like the wrestling with no fans scene, it's been a very enjoyable experience overall, and it's been something that I've been looking forward to. So yeah, if you guys have any thoughts, go right ahead. Hopefully you guys are not like really too affected with the whole COVID-19 going on in your areas. My area is pretty chilling right now. There's no quarantine in my area. A lot of people are quarantining themselves. Like they're deciding. Like it's kind of funny. Like a lot of the people that I follow, like I'm like, you live down the street from me. What do you mean you're quarantined? You're not quarantined, because I'm allowed to walk and run and stuff like that. I can say this. It's really nice that I can go on my runs and there's no one bugging me. There's not a lot of people walking on the streets. Like, because I live by a college, I think I've talked about this before, but I live by a community college, and it's a pretty popular community college. Like it gets pretty busy and stuff like that. And so nothing's more annoying than when and it's a bunch of college kids, so they don't know how to drive anyways. Nothing's more concerning to me when I'm running and I know a college kid might not even give a fuck and just do whatever the heck they want to, like try to cross the street or do whatever. So it's been very nice being able to kind of run and knowing that it's just like, dude, like I don't have to worry about shit. I don't worry about a college kid running this red light and stuff, because college kids will do that, man. They don't care. They need to be somewhere. They need to be somewhere. So it's been very relaxing, man. But yeah, I've seen people who live in my neighborhood and like literally the freeway over be like quarantine light. Like you're just trying to get into the trend. You're not quarantined. Stop it. Quit playing yourself, man. You're just trying to be like everyone else. You just want to feel special and make people say, oh, wow, you're quarantined too. You're not quarantined. For anyone that lives in Ventura County, y'all ain't quarantined. As of right now, I haven't seen any quarantine notice. So stop flexing and stop saying you're quarantined, because you ain't. You just want to be quarantined. You're quarantined yourself. You want to do that? That's fine. I have no problem. But stop acting like everyone's been quarantined. But yeah, man, it's so weird, dude. It's like really weird when I'm like the freeways. Oh God, the freeways in California. If you ever want to come to California, this is the time. No freeway. Oh my God, no traffic. I couldn't believe it, man. I'm literally driving on the open freeway. I'm like, oh, wow, this is insane. You don't have to worry about the stupid shit that you normally worry about and stuff. But yeah, the crowd, I feel like the crowd definitely would have been hyped for Matt Hardy. I guess they would cheer for Luke Harper. I didn't really care for Luke Harper being the exalted one. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, I've said it in a tweet, and I said it, and I'm going to keep the same energy. You guys know me. I don't falter. What's so special about Luke Harper? I really don't get it, dude. I just remember this guy having shit stains on his tank top for the Wyatt family. Like, I really don't know what's it called. I don't really see it. Yeah, Mr. Rout, I am happy, dude. I'm chilling, dude. Like, this is I have time to work out now. Like, I'm working from home. I still make the decent amount of money that I make, schools from home. Like I'm just doing stuff from home, man. Like I'm not an introvert at all. Like I'm an extrovert, but I think it's just nice that here's the things, man. I don't have to worry about gas. Gas is what really kills your paycheck if you think about it, man. Because I drive about 20 minutes away, and everyone's gonna be like, 20 minutes is not that big of a deal. In California, that's a big deal, okay? For most people, a lot of people, if you ask a lot of people who lived in California, if you lived in California, A lot of people will tell you they would want a job that's at least 5 to 10 minutes away from their house, whether it's part-time or full-time, just because it's more convenient. When it comes to working, we want to work close, man. Like that's why my retail job, I haven't quit that job yet. And the reason being why I haven't quit that job is literally it's a freeway drive over my house. Like it's just so convenient. Like if I don't feel like going in, it's like, it's just right by my house. And it's not like a hassle if I start feeling sick at work because I can always drive on back. It's not like, oh great, I have to go 20 minutes there and stuff. If I'm a little bit late, they understand, they know that sometimes it's just crazy and stuff with the traffic lights. So yeah, man, it's chilling, dude. Like I have nothing to stress about, man. It's just nice, man. Like saving money on gas is just amazing. Because like I said, ask anyone that lives in California. They'll tell you they would rather work closer from home or at home than having to drive 20 to 30 minutes to their office. Now, my office drive, yes, it's 20 minutes, but it's not too bad because I can take some back roads and stuff. So it's nice. I get to see a little bit of different scenery in California. I get to avoid all the traffic. That's the one thing I hate. I hate traffic, dude. Like I don't know what it is, man. It's just like I'm the worst traffic driver too. Like I'm not gonna say I'm like some smooth person in traffic. No, I am super cautious. I have terrible vision as it is. Okay. And when I see those traffic lights and people love to brake early, like people are brake monsters in California. I am one of them, and it's because people have trained me to be safe in these things. Because I've seen some accidents happen in traffic, and I ain't looking to get into any of those accidents, man. But yeah, so it's nice being able to work from home and not having to drive 20 minutes. And I save money on gas, man. I don't have to touch my tank for a good minute, Like I still drive my car because I have to move it because I live in a complex. So if you don't move your car, so yeah. I've gotten in a couple accidents in my lifetime. Nothing too serious, nothing to the point where it's like my car was damaged and I couldn't drive it or anything like that. But just like like a car hit my car, like reversing or something like that. The worst was like when I had the Malibu. This was at the college. So back then at the college, we had like a terrain, like we had like we have a parking structure now, but back then we literally had just like a grass terrain. So we didn't have anything. We just had like a grass terrain. And with the grass terrain, sometimes it was hard to see like where your car was at. Like I wasn't mad at the person. Like I totally understood. So this kid with his van, he was trying to find a parking spot and he tried to park next to my car and he hit the passenger side. Like he skidded through the passenger side. And like, thankfully, the kid just stopped after that, and he was freaking out. And then like, he actually waited there. I don't know how long he waited there for, but this one person, she saw him and then made sure he didn't leave. And I don't know what this girl was trying to prove by doing this. Like, she's like, I made sure he didn't leave. I was like, dude, as long as he left a note, I didn't care. But then afterwards, I go down, talk to the kid, we're cool and everything like that. We changed insurance information. Nothing really came out of it because I just got my car insurance. Then we're going to cover for the damage, and then we're going to charge his. It wasn't like anything too like severe, it was just a scrape on the side. But yeah, and then I rear-ended someone once. So yeah. Oh yeah, man. You too, Mr. Route. Stay safe out there. You guys, all y'all stay safe, man. Wash your hands, man. Yeah, man, it's better to work from home, though, Laura. Like, it's really better. Hey, no, I got my friend code. I'm going to figure this shit out. Yeah, got the Nintendo Switch right here. Let's figure this shit out. Okay. Oh, wow. There's, like, a bunch of fucking updates. I've been playing MLB The Show. That game's fine. Okay, all right. Noel, I'm going to post my friend code in the chat right now. This is my friend code for Nintendo. So for anyone that wants to know and add me on this device, you can. I probably won't do anything. I don't play games on here that much. But if you guys want to kick my ass in Super Smash Brothers, and I mean it because I suck at that game, you guys can. So I'm posting in the chat now. This is my Nintendo Switch friend code. There you go. That's my Nintendo Switch friend code. So add me if you want. It's in the chat for all you guys that are watching via the playback. You can see the live chat feature. Go look at that. You can pause this video and do whatever. But I think we're in the Q&A portion. I just want to test the stream, to be honest, but also try to rake in those viewers. Me being slimy like Vince. being an egomaniac. No, I'm just kidding. But that right there should be my prank code. My picture is the Animal Crossing dog, and my name is the Big Dog. So I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna get my chapstick real quick. Let's see who texted me. I ain't that popular. All right, cool. It's clear to me. But yeah, man, this has been a fun time and stuff. I've got some school projects I gotta finish. They're not too hard though. It's just PowerPoints and stuff, man. You know, from school, man. Like I love PowerPoints, man. Like PowerPoints are like my favorite thing to do. They're so easy too. I just don't know how to design them to make them look good. Is Rudy Gobert now an NBA meme? Oh yeah, he's a big time meme, dude. Like what a goof. Like seriously. Like I know it's easy to kind of to joke on Rudy and like just get on him and stuff, but man, he really made himself into a career meme with what he did by touching the microphones and stuff. Like no matter what this guy does, like no matter what people try to say or spin or do anything about Rudy Gobert, he's going to be villainized. Like literally, he's going to be villainized. People are going to say he's a moron. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what Rudy Gobert did was ridiculous. And at the end of the day, what he did, what he did, like what Rudy Gobert did, hurt the whole league. Like I saw some person really try to go left of the situation and was like, and what I mean is like go far away from it. Like I'm not trying to make a political reference here, but they were trying to like zag, like instead of just zigging with the direction that's going, they were trying to zag. And they're like, did Rudy Gobert save sports? And it's like, okay, stop. He decided to touch the recorders and the microphones and treat it like it was a joke. He's the reason why a star player in the NBA like Donovan Mitchell, not to say Rudy Gobert, I guess is a star. He's an all-star, right? He's the reason why his teammate got it. He was not being safe with it. He was joking around with it. Let's stop zagging and try to like make Rudy Gobert look like he's a good person for this. Like, no, he's the idiot. I'm just sad that KD got it, man. Like I made my KD slanders over the time, man, but it's a bummer when this guy has like a player who I like and I respect has it, man. Especially I love KD's shoes, man. I have like a couple pair of Durant's and stuff like that. They're very comfortable shoes, very nice too, man. But yeah, so we're doing a live Q&A now. I just have to share that on the tweet. Thoughts on Dana White not trying to cancel UFC events, but now that they are, does it show that Mad Titan Dana White is a greedy sludge ball? Oh, called Uncle Dana taking advantage of a situation. He's not a greedy sludge ball. He's just taking advantage of the situation. Keep in mind, I think it was admirable what Dana White was trying to do. He stopped it when President Trump, his buddy, said only 10 people can be in an arena. 50, Dana White said, okay, I can do that. I can have my production team. We can have the fighters in their camps. That's fine. 10, not possible. I just felt Dana was like, hey, look, there's no sports on. I have this deep relationship with ESPN. I just signed this huge contract with them. Time to take advantage, man. Time to go ahead and say, hey, let's go ahead and take advantage of the situation. You know what brings people together? Fighting. You know what'd be a good fight to show people live and free on ESPN? Tyron Woodley versus Colby Covington. He already has a great beef with it. You just have to show a promo package. What else are people going to watch? They're desperate for anything in sports. This is something that Dana White saw as an opportunity to help the sport and also normalize things. Dana White's one of those guys where he just like he just thinks the shit is normal. He doesn't care. He's over here and he just believes he's invincible. And I don't blame the dude. But Dana White listened to what the president said, hey, only 10 people in the arena, and so he had to cancel events. But he's finding a way for Khabib versus Tony to happen. And he needs Khabib versus Tony to happen now. Because here's the thing. The problem is, if Khabib versus Tony happens now, everyone, like I see dumb people that forget that Khabib celebrates Ramadan. You're like, oh, they can just have it during the summer. No, you moron, to quote Dana White. You can't have it over the summer. Khabib celebrates Ramadan. And how are you going to tell Dana White when Khabib comes back that he should fight Tony Ferguson when you have Conor McGregor weighing the wings? And keep in mind, what if this situation, say they cancel Khabib versus Tony, right? Tony's going to sit out. That's what he's going to do. Tony's going to sit out. So let's say the situation dies down, everything's calm by May. Oh, just in time for another big McGregor fight. Oh, he's fighting Justin Gaethje, and then McGregor wins. Okay, if you're Dana White, how in the hell are you going to convince fans, Tony Ferguson? Well, convince not fans, but how in the hell are you going to convince yourself not to give Conor the next title shot? Because keep in mind, like I said, it's all about the money when it comes to UFC and it comes to any business and ESPN. ESPN saw their biggest increase in quite some time when McGregor was fighting. So, of course, they're telling Dana, hey, as soon as Conor can fight again, get him on the card. Dana White's like, look, I'm not going to have Conor fight any Joe Schmo. Like that's the thing. Like, you're not going to have Conor fight some bums. You're going to have Conor fight big fights. That's just the bottom line. And if McGregor looked like how he did against Cowboy, and he goes out there and he knocks out Justin Gaethje, there's a lot of talk that Khabib versus Conor. And I know a lot of MMA fans be like, we want Khabib versus Tony. Well, you know what Dana wants? He wants an undefeated Khabib versus Conor McGregor when McGregor's focused and ready to go and not drunk off his Irish whiskey. That's what he wants. Because you can't tell him that a focused McGregor wouldn't whip Khabib. He believes that could be possible. And then you set up a trilogy fight for like in New York. Ugh. So just saying, he wants that fight to happen now so that way he can stop hearing this Khabib versus Tony shit in his head and he can move forward with what he really wants. Because Khabib versus Conor, 2.3 million pay-per-view buys. They fight again, it's another 2 million buys. Like it's like at least close 1.8 million. So yeah, that's the thing, man. Like you can't cancel this Khabib and Tony fight because now Tony, if he doesn't get this fight now, he probably won't get it ever again. So yeah, that's how I see it, man. And I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. And don't be surprised if it does happen, man. Like don't say, oh, I feel bad for Tony. Hey, shit happens, man. It's not Tony's fault that he's not a big draw like Conor McGregor. It's more of the UFC's because they haven't promoted him like he is. Like I said, Tony versus Khabib will get like 500K buys, but he's not a big draw. Can D. Mitch and Gobert get along in the future? No, I think that relationship's done. Rudy Gobert was a free agent anyways. Let the Orlando Magic overpay for him. What's the point? Like, you're going to build your team around Mitchell, not Gobert. Like, there's not like Gobert, to me personally, when he wants the ball, he does nothing with it. Like, he's just not offensively good. His defense is great, but the problem is, next year, when you play the Golden State Warriors, who are still going to be good, by the way, people forget that they're going to be good. When you play the Golden State Warriors, Gobert can't do shit on them on defense because they don't drive to the paint. Maybe Wiggins does, but who knows if they keep Wiggins. Gobert is just pretty much useless in that series. He gets wrecked on by Davis. Like, the thing about Gobert, dude, he's going to turn on the wrong side of 32. This gives the Jazz an easy out because now they're like, hey, look, our young star is Donovan Mitchell, not you, man. And if this was 2000 something, if this was the early 2000s, I'm pretty sure they would go with Gobert over Donovan Mitchell because dominant centers were the theme. But when you're a center and you can't really hit a three-point shot, you can't guard the perimeter, and you're a liability against teams that are perimeter focused, like the Oklahoma City Thunder and a bunch of other teams. Yeah, I'm sorry, like you can't be on the floor. And now it's like the Jazz are saying, look, you didn't handle this situation well. We don't really need to pay you just $30 million per year, by the way. Yeah. Bye. Bye. We can say goodbye to you because now we have Donovan Mitchell. We don't need to pay Rudy Gobert. So, yeah, they're done, man. And their chemistry in June, who cares? I don't even know if the NBA season is going to happen. I actually had money on the Nets making the finals because I was like, oh, if they come back in June, KD, but no, I don't even know if KD will ever play. Do you feel Tom Brady will stink with the Bucks? It's hard to say, man, because one, the thing is, it's so early. It really is super early in the whole NFL thing to really say like how Brady will do because how much is it that Brady couldn't air it out because Belichick didn't want him to? Because if Brady can still air it out, he'll do pretty well because Godwin and Evans, they're just like, They play with Jameis, dog. They know what it's like where it's like, okay, just give me the ball. I can make a catch on it. They're used to adjusting to balls and trying to catch to it, man. So with Tom Brady, man, I think he'll do fine. The one thing that the Bucs need is, which they don't have, they need a running back that likes to catch outlet passes. So they need to make sure they find a good check down target for Brady. I don't know if Ronald Jones and I don't know who else they have that's worth a damn. I know they have Ronald Jones. They had one other guy that everyone liked too, but he didn't play. Peyton Barber, I think his name is. They have Jones and Barber. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, Tampa Bay fans. It's been so removed since I've looked at anything football related that it's just hard, you know. Like I've been more focused on like just other stuff besides sports, you know. It's like because I don't want to miss it too much, man. But yeah, with the Bucs, you know, I think he'll do fine, but they definitely need a check down person. I think the one player that's happy with Brady is OJ Howard because Tom Brady loves the tight end position. Like that's a scene. And finally, OJ Howard will be used because I don't know what was with Jameis. He didn't like throwing it to him. And plus, Brady will make sure he gets open. And they have Howard, and they have one other tight end that I think is also pretty good. It's not Brady. He left a long time ago. I don't know his name, but he looked pretty good when I saw him. So yeah, watch out for Brady. He's going to be good. I don't think he's going to be as dominant, but I see 30 touchdowns. I think it's safe to say he gets 30 touchdowns next year, which is still pretty good. 30 touchdowns is what they got from their last quarterback, so along with 30 interceptions. Thoughts on Triple H's demotion? He wasn't getting the job done. I talked about this last stream. Triple H just wasn't getting the job done. The numbers just weren't there, and so Vince decided to make a move where he focuses on all the NXT things. Hey, improve on the NXT numbers, and then we'll see what's next, kid. Thoughts on Just Mercy and Bad Boys 3 movies? I have not seen. I see Bad Boys 3. I have not seen Just Mercy. Bad Boys 3 was good. Very good plot twist. Like it was a throwback. Like Bad Boys 3, I felt like I was in early 2000 again. I felt like I was a little kid. My mom took me to the movies. I got a soda, a popcorn, and some candy, and I was eating it, and I was just enjoying myself in the movie. Like it felt nostalgic. Something about Bad Boys 3 really clicked with me. It was a good movie. It wasn't anything great or special. Like, but it's one of those movies where Bad Boys 3, if it's on TV and I see, like if I'm flipping through TNT like 2 years later, I see it on TV and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll watch it. So Nick Foles as a Bears QB, do you feel that's a good move? No, it's a terrible move. This, I'm not the Chicago Bears expert here, but I'm just saying. You drafted this young QB and Mitchell Trubisky. He hasn't panned out. So you want to push him. You want to get competition. You really feel like you're just a quarterback away from making the Super Bowl, which you could argue the Bears probably are. Their defense is still full of studs. Their offense is filled with really dangerous weapons like Allen Robinson, Anthony Miller, Trent Cohen, the other running back that I'm drawing a blank up. Sorry, guys. My NFL knowledge is very shaky right now. It's been a minute since I even looked at rosters. But you have these players. You have these teams. So I'm just saying, wouldn't you want like a Cam Newton, a Jameis, someone that felt like a big-time deal? No, you trade for Big Dick Nick. He won a Super Bowl. Yeah, because they had a team and a system around him. Matt Nagy is not going to run the same system. Matt Nagy doesn't like running the football. So the whole RPO things that Nick Foles likes to do won't matter. Because if I'm a defensive end, I'm just saying, okay, I'm just going to run at Nick Foles. Because what's the point of doing an RPO if we're never going to give it to the freaking running back? Like the Chicago Bears has had good running backs since Matt Nagy's got in there. But for whatever reason, he just loves using Tarek Cohen as his power back. He just doesn't know how to do anything, man. So, yeah, man, when it comes down to it, man, Matt Nagy's a moron. It's not going to do anything for the Bears. Elizabeth Olsen for me. ScarJo's amazing, of course, but Elizabeth Olsen's more my type. Who do you see in the NFL Hall of Fame 5 years from now? Who retired recently? Who Kuechly is not in, sadly. He'll not be in. You know, honestly, if J.J. Watt, with all his injuries, I could see him in the Hall of Fame. He's a first ballot for sure. I don't know who's retired, man. Like I said, my football shit is all over the place. Was Marcus Morris overhyped? What? I know Skip Bayless has been out over hyping him as a LeBron stopper. Marcus Morris, he's a good defender. He's a good isolation ball player, but that's it. I wouldn't say overhyped. I mean, he can stop LeBron if needed. I think they're talking more from the playoff perspective. So, yeah, we'll see during playoffs, man. Thoughts on Miguel Torres' career? We talking about the MMA fighter? Miguel Angel Torres? I haven't heard that name in forever. Solid career. He just never panned out in the UFC. He was like the WC bantamweight version for Uriah Faber. He lost to Brian Bowles. Most random fuck he lost to. Brian Bowles was the bantamweight champ, and then what's his face? What's that one dude's name? Dominic Cruz beat him. Will you play Final Fantasy VII Remake? It depends, because my thing with RPGs, if I'm gonna buy an RPG and play it, I need to play it. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on school schedule and work schedule. And like I said, right now I'm in a mode, working from home, doing a bunch of stuff. This whole world has just been different. So it's just like, for me, it's like, if the way that things are right now stay the same, yeah, I'll digitally download Final Fantasy VII Remake. Why not? I'll get it. I don't know what I'm going to get it for, Xbox or PS4. Haven't decided yet. But yeah, I'll download it, because I know I'll sit here and I'll actually play the game. Like, I'll actually sit here and I'll actually play the game, because it'll be an RPG. And I can invest my time with it and not worry about other games. Because I beat Kakarot. That was the first thing I did when I was sick and stuff. So when I was sick, I beat Kakarot, and I just got to do all the side missions. And for me personally, DLC is not make or break. But, if this remastered game is everything it cracked out to be, and if MLB The Show is just kind of like I'm just like already on the Angel, because I got drafted by the Angels in MLB The Show. If I'm on the Angels and I'm on my fourth year, and I'm just like, okay, my player's okay, fine. It is what it is. But yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, I'll get Final Fantasy VII. It all depends on where we're at in April, because it comes out April 15th? So yeah. Let's see what's next. Do you watch a Joe Rogan Experience? Every so often. I don't sometimes every episode feels the same, so I don't need to watch it all, but I'll watch an episode every so often. Flight Reacts. I've heard the channel. I don't think I've watched many of the vids, but I've heard the channel. Does it still feel unreal that Kobe is gone? Oh yeah, dude. There's times where I catch myself where oh shit, Kobe's dead. Like sometimes you I know it's fucked up to say, but sometimes you do kind of forget, where it's just you just think Kobe's still alive, and then you just kind of sit back for a minute and you just think about it. I'm still not over it. It's still insane to me. Literally, it really is still insane to me. Do you have a philosophy on education? What do you mean by that, degenerate? What do you mean philosophy on education? Do I believe education should be one thing, or what? That's my question. That's my question. I don't know what you want me to say in this regard. For me personally, I feel like education should be focused on what you want to do, and I feel like what we need to do for education is just that it should be used so that way you have basic tools and everything. I'm not saying you need to be a genius in math, but I don't feel like we need to force a kid to do algebra 2 if you're not that good at math. As long as a kid knows how to do addition, multiplication, subtraction, and division, I feel like that's good enough. I feel like some kids don't really need to know what x squared equals. I feel like that's a waste of our time. I feel like what they need to really do is find out what kids really like at a young age. Really young age, man. A young age, find out what these kids really like, man. Just find out what these kids really like, and try to find a way to steer their path. Because one of the main things that happens is, you go through school K through 12, a lot of this stuff is the same regurgitated crap. And then you get to college, and these kids think, okay, now it's time for me to figure out what I want to do. I'm just saying, you're watching this playback or now. I've changed my major 1, 2, 3 times. Probably some of you guys said, yeah, I've changed my major 4 times. I really went to school and I really thought I was going to become a teacher, and now all of a sudden my degree is sociology. That's just the thing. That's just what happens, is that people change in college, and then you know what happens too? You get to do your gen ed classes. Guess what your gen ed classes is? It's the same regurgitated shit that you did in college, that you did in high school. So you're sitting here, you're sitting here and you're really doing the same crap over again instead of like, preparing kids and trying to figure out like, look, if some kid wants to be a mathematician, that's great. But I can tell you right now, I'm good at math. I don't think math is a hard subject. I'm one of those weird people, okay? But even me, someone who's good at math, I would tell someone this shit's useless. Are you gonna be an electrician? No, then you don't need to know this shit. That's just the bottom line. Math, yes. Math solves everything. There's a lot of numbers with math. But we don't need math. We don't need every kid to be a math expert. I don't think education is the end all be all. I feel like it does help out. It shows that, a person, to me personally, I think education, what it really does especially for employers, it shows to them that the person is committed, and it shows to them that the person is willing to adapt and willing to improve on certain areas and willing to be studious. Like, I feel like it gives the person like an ability, like a head start. But I know many people without degrees that, I'm just going to be real here. They have better jobs than me. I'm going for my graduates for a reason, so I can have a better job. Not to say that the current job that I have now is bad, but, I look at people without degrees and I'm like, really? You work there and you make how much? And here's my ass with a degree and I only make $1 over a minimum wage. So it's like, huh. Like I said, you can be mad about that or whatever, but, it is what it is. I don't know anything about celebrities, Isaac Barack. I'm sorry. My celebrity knowledge is terrible. Worst movie I watched recently was Brightburn. Not of all time, but Brightburn. That's the worst movie I've watched, man. Like, I was excited for it because it's a cool concept, man. Like, what if Superman was just a dick when he comes to this world? But really, to be honest, it was like a weird bullying movie where the kid was just a weirdo and stuff, and I don't know, like, it didn't have some charm to it. Like, it just felt like it wanted to be intense for no reason, and the kid was just killing everyone, and it was bad. Like, it was just, what I'm saying? Like, it was just bad. So when it comes down to it, man, it's like not good. I don't do horror movies like that, though. Invisible Man, I don't know, man. I don't do horror movies like that. I don't do horror movies like that, man. Peep the credits. You might see my mom's last name. You might. I think she said she was credited in this movie. I'm not sure, though. She does. She works for NBC, so. But yeah, when it comes to that, man, I don't do like that shit. That's just real to me, man. I feel like there's an invisible person, man. Oh yeah, I always tell people, especially younger people, man. Like, actually, it doesn't matter what age. We spend our whole lives of 12. We spend at least 12 years of our lives, if you did finish high school, doing education. Let's say 10 to 12 years, because I notice most people drop out like around the 10th grade. That's when most people drop out of high school. We spend 10 to 12 years of our life, doing education and pretty much going through that process. And then you get to college and then you're pretty much doing that process again, but it's accelerated and it's a lot more harder. It's pretty much AP classes. And it's like for you to be able to go to school, you would want to go to school so that way you can learn and be able to like hone the craft you want to do. And sometimes, man, it takes a break for you to say, screw this, man. I don't need it right now. Like I took a break and it helped me, man, because it made me say, look, because I messed around. I did like 4 years of JUCO. And now it's like, I got to my university. I did 2 years easy. Like, I was just like, no, I ain't dicking around. I would see some classmates of mine, yeah, I'm going to drop this class and stuff. Like, when it got hard, I'm like, nah, I can't drop. And then everyone's like, why won't you drop? I'm like, dude, I want to get out of here in 2 years, dog. Like I'm done playing around with college, man. Like I was one of the older people in my class, but I didn't care. I was just like, dude, who cares how old I am in this class, dude? Like, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get my education. I'm trying to just be done with this, man. Like, I'm tired of always going to school. I'm tired of this whole process, and I'm still going to school. Not funny enough, but it's because my batteries were recharged. It was because like I was like, man, I haven't had this this feeling in the schedule for quite some time. I need to go back. So I always tell young kids, take a break, man. Like don't force yourself into because that forcing yourself to go to school and do that just causes stress, man. You don't need that stress. What you need is to be mentally healthy and mentally wealthy. Yeah, you may not have the money in the bank account. Yeah, it depends on what you do with your time too. I'll say this: have I been productive since this lockdown? Yeah, I feel like I have. I got ahead on some homework assignments. I've been playing some video games, but you get the idea, man. So yeah. Did you see the vid of Michael B. Jordan getting thirsted on by celebs? No, I have not. That sounds amazing. Yeah, I'm doing the whole I'm self-quarantining thing. I'm doing the whole workout thing as well too. Been doing push-ups. You know what I've been doing, man? I've been doing push-ups every hour. So every hour I'll pull up like 20 push-ups and 20 sit-ups. Do that, and I'm trying to work my way to do it for every 30 minutes. So that way it's like I'm at least doing something active, man. Because I only do cardio every other day, man. Because I have to build out my legs back to doing cardio for every day. Holidaying overseas? No, I don't really do overseas travel. It's not my thing. I'm not afraid of planes or anything like that, but I did a lot of traveling when I was younger. So now that I'm older, I'm just kind of I don't really need to do that. Yeah, well, that's the thing, man. You gotta find. I tell people all the time, don't go to college just because you want you have to go. Go because you want to go to college, man. Because school is not meant for everyone. That's just the bottom line. Some people are meant up for school, some people aren't. Some people have the drive to do it all and just be beasts at it. Some people are just like, hey, dude, I'm just here so I can get. My mindset was I always wanted a degree. That was something for me that personally I always wanted was my degree. My dream is always to have my master's. I always wanted to get my master's. I wrote that down when I was in the 9th grade to get a master's. Why did I want a master's? It's just been something that I feel like is just cool to have under your belt. That's for me. But I ain't gonna look at someone and be like, well, you don't want to go to school. Nah, man. It's school's meant for some people are meant for school, some people aren't, and stuff like that. If you want to go to school, go ahead and go to school. If you don't want to, find a different passion. If school's not your passion, find a way to turn your passion into a job, or just find a way to just be happy doing what you're doing. It's no need to force yourself going to school until you feel like you really need school and you really want to go to school. That's when you should go back to school. Because for me, I was only 2 years away from being finished. 2 years away, and I was able to finish, man. I always tell people, man, if my dumbass can do something, anyone else can do something in this world. I ain't the smartest person in the shed. I'm not the smartest tool in the shed. Heck, I'm not even the best tool in the shed. But I'm the tool. I can make it work at the end of the day. So that's why I try to tell people is don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you feel like you're not doing a great job. Because at the end of the day, things are going to happen, man. Yeah, I know, dude. And I always tell people too, when you're choosing a college, this is another tip for younger people who may be watching this really weird wrestling stream is if you are someone looking for school, don't go out of state unless you really are committed, because homesickness is a thing. If you feel home, if you really need a place, know yourself first. If you want to leave an area, leave it, but don't go out of state, because I can't tell you how many times my friends went to Arizona or Arizona State. They went to these schools. They went out of state. And then the next semester, I saw them at Moorpark College. Just saying. Yeah, the Raptors are a dark horse to win the title for sure. I mean, to me personally, Siakam's a really good player. I feel like he just has ball handles. He has a skill set. Is he going to be consistent? That's the question. Yeah, that's cool, no, Laura. The classmates that I was chose with went to college and they dropped out, and I was the only one who stayed from that pack. That's weird, man. Isn't that weird, dude? It's kind of funny too. Sometimes, some people, they think because I got my degree, they think I'm working some big shit job, and I guess because how I carry myself too, because I don't stress over. Back then, I was a loser. But like now, like I don't stress over stuff, so they'll see me and they'll talk. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing, man? Oh yeah, you're working. I saw on Facebook," and they'll talk to me and they think, "Oh man, Chase seems comfortable." I'm like, "Nah, dude. Like I make as much as you do. You probably make more than me at Whole Foods. Like like some people I know that work at like Trader Joe's and Whole Foods make more than me." Where my dogs at? They're all downstairs. That's where the dogs are at. They're all downstairs. I don't know if you guys met Arrow. Let's see if Arrow will come upstairs. I think you guys may have met Arrow. Arrow. Nope. Yeah, you don't want to come upstairs. Yeah, no, they're all downstairs. Do I get any like what kind of cougars? Like the female cougars or like actual cougars? I've only seen a cougar once in my life. Mountain lions more, yes. Not cougars though. Like mountain lions, we see a bunch of those and stuff like that. But cougars, not so much. Yeah, trade school. Yeah, trade school is what I always suggest to some people too, because it helps out a lot, dude. And plus, you can get a good job too if you like it. But some jobs still, even if you do a trade school job, some jobs will be like, "Yeah, you went to trade school, but where's your degree?" So yeah, I guess I don't know the difference, to be honest. I'm not a bobcat expert, but yeah, no, mountain lions are a little bit bigger though, because when I saw the cougar was kind of small. Like it wasn't as big as a mountain lion. But mountain lions are huge, man. Like they're huge. But the thing is about mountain lions, if you just stand there, they don't do shit. They just want to know what the hell are you doing. The problem is there's too many stupid people. They don't know how to handle it. So you just have to stand there. You have to do this. Say, get back, get back, get back, back. They're just looking. They're looking. They're looking. Don't be like it's hard because like it's like dude, like let's be real. This thing could probably kill you in like 2 seconds and shit like that's hard. But if you just stay calm and the mountain lion seems to calm, it goes away. Like it's not going to snip you. It's just circling around you. Now when the mountain lion gets really really close, that's hard, man. That's really hard. I haven't had that. I've had it where I had to like do this, and I had to stay really calm. And that was probably one of my most badass moments of my life. Not gonna lie, I was like, ah! Felt like I was doing the force on the mountain lion. Being like, this is not the food you're looking for. No, I was like this. Mountain lion was like right, like not close to me at all. It was probably a few yards back, like 20 yards away. I would say no, 20 yards, 20, 30 yards away. I was like this. Mountain lion was looking at me. I was like, back. Mountain lion kind of goes like this. I kind of let my oar down a little bit. I kind of was like, I let my shoulders down. It was a little bit more slumped. Wasn't looking like it was going to harm them. Harm it. Mountain lion kind of goes. Mountain lion goes, runs away. And I was like, oh. Then I ran my fat ass. I was like, no, I didn't do that. But I was like, I waited. I was like, holy shit, man. I just mountain lion, dude. And then just ran to my car because I didn't want to deal with that shit, man. I was like, screw this shit, man. This hike's over. Oh, dude, my dog will kill a mountain lion. My dog Yo-Yo. Oh, you guys haven't met Yo-Yo yet. Beast. He ain't gonna let no mountain lion do shit to him, man. He beat up like 3 coyotes, dog. He ain't no afraid no goddamn mountain lion, dog. He do not care. Yo-Yo a beast. So yeah, man. Coyotes are like the most annoying thing, dude, because they always want food, man. But luckily, they don't do shit to people. I know. I see that too. I don't care, man. Like I don't plan on having kids anytime soon or getting married. It's not in the cards right now. I don't control what's in my destiny, dude. I don't care about my friends want to get married. Good for them, man. I don't know where you guys got the money from, but hey, good for you, dude. I hope to be there one day. Probably catch up to some of y'all, but yeah, man. Like, if I don't get married by 35, that's an age where I'm like, all right, I really got to start trying. Like, 35 is when I really got to stop trying, man. Oh, I'm stocked up on TP. Don't you dare worry about Chase Oliver and toilet paper, man. Yeah, dude. I wonder who's gonna do Kobe's Hall of Fame speech. It's gonna be interesting. All right, guys. I feel like this is it. I do got to work on some homework still on the good old theme. Hopefully, the laptop stream came out well. You guys got to let me know in the comment section down below. I'm out of here for the day. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Sorry, Metal Skull. I didn't get to you, man, but I really got to go. I'll probably be back. Maybe tomorrow night after my class, I'll come back. So tomorrow night, another live stream on the channel. What it will be about? Yeah, we'll figure out. Maybe just a random Q&A. All right, guys. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Remember, guys, just like our WWE champion Brock Lesnar, sometimes you don't have to give a shit in life. And who's next? You're next. Yo!